how to ethically brainwash your leads into buying. Now, I know that you have watched a lot of videos about brainwashing your leads and stuff like that, but this one you're gonna like this one, okay? So here's a quick question. Would you believe me if I told you that brainwashing your leads isn't unethical? And by unethical, I mean it's not wrong or manipulative, but it's actually the most honest way to sell. Well, whether you believe it or not, okay, it's actually true. And here's probably why. Okay, the truth is there's a psychological pattern happening in your lead's brain every single time they interact with your business, every single time that they want to buy with they want to buy from your business. And chances are you are probably working against this psychological pattern instead of working with it. That's why probably sometimes they don't buy. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to brainwash your leads ethically into buying by tapping into that psychological pattern that I just told you. Okay, and I know that sounds manipulative, it sounds wrong, it sounds like you are manipulating people into buying your stuff and stuff like that, but stay with me because in just a second I'm going to reveal that psychological pattern and the one thing that's stopping your lead from hitting that buy button from you. Okay, and if you're thinking it's probably about your offer, it has nothing to do with your offer. Okay, but real quick before we dive in, do me a quick favor, hit that like button because it helps me know that you like this video. Okay, generally helps me. Please smash that like button. Okay, now let's dive in. Okay, so picture this. Okay, imagine your iPhone. Okay, the iPhone, if you're having an iPhone or a MacBook or anything from Apple or anything that you like when you bought it. Okay, but I'm going to use like an iPhone. Okay, just imagine the thing. Okay, before you bought that thing, okay, before you bought maybe that iPhone, did you just wake up one day and decide that you're going to spend $1,000 or you're going to spend, I don't know, $500 on a phone? Oh, that thing that you bought. Okay, no, right? It's not like how it works. Okay, you probably maybe saw an ad somewhere. Okay, maybe you had people talking about it and then you liked it and you just decided maybe I want to see it out, I want to check it out, right? Or maybe you walked past the store, okay, with those clean glass windows and stuff like that, right? Or probably you saw the same maybe minimalistic design, you saw something that interested you, maybe the same message about innovation over and over again. Okay, the ad maybe on TV or something like that, and then one day, buying that iPhone or buying that thing didn't feel like a big decision anymore. Okay, before it felt like a big decision, and then just one day, it did not feel like a big decision anymore. It just felt obvious. I want that thing, right? That's called pattern recognition. Okay, that's a psychological pattern recognition. That's your brain being wired to trust that brand, that business, or that person, right? That you bought a thing from. Okay, and here's how you do the exact same thing with your leads, with your own business. Okay, you could use social media, you could use ads, you could use a bunch of different channels to do the exact same thing, getting like in front of your audience and creating that pattern recognition. But the easiest, simplest, and fastest way to create that psychological pattern recognition that we are talking about, okay, it's email marketing. Okay, let me explain before you just click off. Okay, you're not just using emails to sell, like how people like be talking on the internet. They're saying that, oh, I don't like salesy emails, blah blah blah. So you're not using emails just to sell, okay? But for example, okay, when someone opts in into your list, for example, if you're a coach consultant, you just offer them something, a freebie, okay, and then someone opts into your list, you're not just sending them one email and hoping that they buy. Okay, this is something that is consistent, something that is strategic, something that is a strategy. Okay, you're showing up in their inbox consistently, maybe 3 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, maybe 7 times a week. It just depends on you, right? And people who opted on your list, they're gonna open your email if you're providing value, right? And this is how you brainwash them. This is how you keep introducing yourself to them. You keep showing yourself, you keep showing yourself as an authority, creating yourself as someone who knows, okay, what they're going through. And when you do that, you keep brainwashing them, you keep like brainwashing them ethically. I don't mean unethical like it's wrong or manipulating them. No, it's just like ethically, so that they can buy whatever you have to offer. Okay, and if the thing that you have or your offer or that solution that you have, it really helps them and it is the solution, they're gonna buy it, right? So each email, okay, reinforces the same core message, the same energy, the same proof. 50% of your touch point might be value driven content from your emails, okay? Another 30% might be social proof and results, and maybe 20% might be direct offers, okay? But the key here is the pattern, okay? That repetition is what makes your audience or your leads come to buy, okay? Because every time they see your name in the inbox, their brain is like building trust without them even realizing it. This is the psychological pattern I'm talking about. And this psychological pattern, or this like repetition, the pattern recognition repetition, it makes them like want to buy from you, okay? The same way you wanted to buy an iPhone, the same way you wanted to buy something that you like, right? So this is how you brainwash them. Think about it like this, okay? If you meet someone once at a coffee shop and they immediately ask you to lend them $5,000, would you do it? Probably not, right? Okay, because there's no pattern, okay? You do not trust them. There's nothing, there's no trust built. There is no any, like, you don't know even them, right? So your brain hasn't been conditioned to see them as safe. You just see them like, how, like, you want me just to give you $5,000 from nowhere? Okay, so the same thing is happening with the leads right now, okay? They need to see you show up consistently with the message, with the same energy, with the same proof over and over again. You can do this with ads, you can do this with social media, like your content, organic content. You can do this with different channels, but email marketing is the easiest because it's like they keep getting your message every day. Like they can get your message like 2 times a day, right? And it's great, okay? And email marketing is one of the most powerful ways to create that repetition. As I said, okay, when that pattern gets strong enough in their mind, buying from you stops feeling like a risk and then it starts feeling like the obvious next step. That's how you brainwash them, okay? Because it feels natural. So if you're wondering why your leads aren't converting, it might not be your offer, it might not even be your marketing strategy. It might just be that you haven't given the brain enough repetition through the right channels to recognize the pattern that feels safe saying yes. Okay, so go and implement this. Okay, use your email marketing to implement this. Now you know how to brainwash your leads into buying. Okay, email marketing is the way. Try this, steal this. If you want more strategies, subscribe to my channel because I drop every single strategy that you know about email marketing. So it's everything about emails. Okay, if you need help from me too, link is in the description. You can book a quick call with me and I will appear there. Okay, I will talk to you. We will break down everything. Okay, but also do not forget to like this video. And see you in the next one. Hope you got value from this video. Peace.